Hey, folks, welcome to the Great Internet Debate Game Show topic, hot potato roundtable discussion. Ooh, that was a hard one to say. All right, well, we're starting this program off, and today's hot topic is the justice system. Is it balanced or not in the United States? And we have a few people here today. And we've got Joanne on the phone, and we have Anthony on the phone. And we've had a few things happen in this just this week. We had Ruth Bader Ginsburg just passed away this week, so that's an imbalance in our justice system already. And then there's always a blind eye to what's happening in the world today, and we got this. We have all kinds of protesting going on right now for recent killings from the police. And it's a crazy world that we're in. Now, at this time, I would like to turn it over to Miss Joanne and hear what you have to say about, ladies first, about the balance or imbalance of justice in America today. Very general.
I don't feel it is. I truly don't. There are too many opportunities for people to take advantage of protesters who are protesting appropriately, and not enough attention to what goes on in the courtroom. Interestingly enough, one of our judges here in our area in Lee County resigned last week because he felt that justice wasn't being served. His name was Hugh Starnes. He had been a judge for 42 years in Lee County. He was born there. He had a Southern upbringing. And one of his comments was he didn't realize for so long that justice wasn't being served appropriately. He is a very calm type judge, one that many people like to appear before because he is a very calm person. But he also emphasized that in an American Journal of Preventive Medicine 2 years ago, that lethal force by law enforcement was disappropriately used on African American people with a fatality rate of 2.8%, and 32% were Black, even when they weren't the majority in that particular area. And it hasn't gotten any better. It's gotten only worse. And his proposal is he wants to sit back and see what he can do, but also help form format for people to all the African American people that are, say her name, say his name. They're right. He says say their names, and he'll name them too for you. And I agree with him. Something needs to change. I have had personal friends, girls that worked with me, be stopped on the road for things that they wouldn't stop me for, but they stopped them and gave them tickets, which just infuriated me. And they've been stopped in stores and followed. African American, just because they're African American, these were professional people. And that really, really bothers me because I've had people that I've known well from many, many countries, and I just think that our judicial system needs to be more fair. I'm very upset at the loss of our Supreme Court judge. He was one of those people that helped women so much, because I can remember when I couldn't get a credit card on my own or get a car loan on my own, and now things are so different. But we need to make it fair across the board. That's all.
Agreed. Agreed. Thank you, Joanne.
Yes.
thank you very much for your input there, and it's we agree that it's imbalanced there. Mr. Anthony,
Yes, sir. There is no
go ahead and
justice. There's no justice in the justice system. We shouldn't even call it justice. Call it the legal system. There's no justice. Okay. Our system is divided. People like to say, but our justice system is divided by wealth,
Mhm.
class, and once you break it down, and the wealthy have a different set of rules that the justice system applies to them, and the poor, I won't even say poor, I will say non-wealthy. When I talk about wealthy, we're talking about millionaires and billionaires have a different set of rules. Anyone less than a millionaire is the poor class, and they have a set of rules. And then once we get into that non-millionaire class, it's divided by race. So not only is it a different set of rules for the poor people, but once you're inside that poor division, it's a different set of rules based on race.
Yes.
Okay? So the system isn't divided. A lot of people say it's divided rich and poor. No, it's divided rich and poor, and then poor is divided into black, Hispanic, and white. Okay, so I have intimate knowledge, regrettably, of the justice system and the court system and the laws and that type of thing. And I was a rich millionaire. And believe me, it's a whole different set of rules for me than it was for someone else that would have done it, that didn't have the money, that didn't have the resources. So I honestly believe that we can say that there's no impetus to find the truth or to do the right thing. We're running people through the McDonald's of a justice system and applying. The rich people go to wherever the rich people eat, and everybody else goes to the McDonald's system, the drive-through. And if you don't have a car to go through the drive-through, which the poor people don't, then you don't get served. Just like you can't get served at the drive-through if you're not in a car at any fast food restaurant. So we need to blow the whole thing up. It's never worked, but we have to blow it up and start all over. So if we have to nuke the justice system and drag Bill Barr through the streets, I'm all for that. That's what I have to say about it, Jay.
very good. Thank you very much, Anthony. My justice system. Well, I've had my run-in with the law, and it hasn't been fun. And but you got the three different levels of the judicial system. You got the legislative branch, you got the judicial branch, and you got the branch, and they have their checks and balances, and it's great and all, but the corruptness of it all is the major imbalance, in my opinion, and it needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be a scoured, deep cleaning, and I hope that people do show up to vote and help clean this country up from all the imbalance that's going on in it. And thank you very, very much for everybody for showing up today. Please go out and vote. And thanks again for showing up to this round of the great internet debate, hot potato, hot topic, roundtable discussion.
We just want to thank our new sponsor, That Garlic Stuff. You can check them out at thatgarlicstuff.com. Thank you all, and have a great rest of your day.